just so that I don't eat into the time what has been given to one of the lovely event this evening, very thought-provoking event. So before I move further, let me briefly tell you what's happening in MMA next few days so that you don't miss them. And the first thing happening on the 19th of July is discussion on the nutrition quotient of how to grow yourself and other leadership. We got 3 outstanding speakers, Nirupama, Rajesh. Please do come. In addition to that, we also have an event tomorrow at Touche. This is again, Touche chapter is being reactivated and with a new chapter chairman and new committee members. It's happening at Touche. Any one of you watching this program from Touche, please do join us. It's again, we've got some outstanding speakers. Shivakumar, all of us are visiting there. So you will be looking forward to seeing you there it's happening at Blossom Hotel, and please do come and join us. Now on 23rd of July, we have as usual Read and Grow. You know, our Read and Grow program series is there. We strongly believe that every leader need to be a great reader. This is happening on 23rd July. The book what we have chosen this time is Multipliers, How the Best Leaders Make Everyone Smarter by Liz Richmond. So it's happening. We got 3 outstanding speakers again to be the part of the panel. So due to paucity of time, it's already there. It's already there on the website. You can have a look at them. Join us on 23rd July at the same time at the same venue. 28th of July, again, not to be missed event. We got outstanding speakers on the discussion on the book, The Review Insight Enablers for Execution Excellence. Ultimately, the book, what the author is going to speak to us is all about review. If you don't review, how the review should be carried out at various levels. It could be your performance review, it could be a review of your own work, it could be a review of your own self, it could be a review of your own branding quite a bit. We have outstanding speakers, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, our past president, chairman, managing director of Kevin Care is kindly agreed to come and speak. Venkat Changravalli is very, very popular former he was secretary of MMA about 25 years back, and he is the one who started 108 ambulance, which is there all over. He's the one who set EMRI thing all over India. Outstanding thing. He is going to be there with us. Another executive director of Indian Oil Corporation. And Rajeshwari Krishnamurthy is again professor from practice from Great Institute of Management. And we'll also have our president of MMA, Lakshminarayanan Duraiswamy. It's happening on 28th July. Please do come and join us. Then we also lined up a number of events for the month of August. We'll confirm the date. Ambassador Gurjeet Singh will be going to talking to us on a very, very important subject on what's happening in the Indo-Asia Pacific and how it's going to impact various our activities and what India should be doing. So many things, something related to what you are going to be speaking today, furthering. Then we also have the collaboration with Kaitan lecture series on legal and tax consideration for estate and succession planning. This is part of 3 series we'll be doing because we strongly believe success planning is very, very important, both individual as well as corporates. A lot of issues happening today in the organizations because of improper planning of your succession. It's going to be coming to today's event, the future of mobility, global trends and Asia Pacific perspective. I'm thankful to my good friend Ishwar for connecting us. When he offered us straight away, we said, please tell me the date. Fortunately, we have the auditorium, the people free here. So we have scheduled the event. Thank you, Ishwar, for doing this. And this is a subject which is everybody is eagerly looking forward to understand. This is a subject not many really understand because so many articles, so many discussions are happening. But the person who has seen the worldwide perspective, traveled all the way from Japan to come and speak to us, I'm quite sure he will have a clear perspective, clear insight, thought-provoking insight will be there. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hand together to welcome the distinguished guest for this evening. Mr. Giridhara Gopal, Director, Chief Executive of Addison and Company, is also our Honorary Secretary. Lakshminarayanan Duraiswamy is the President of Madras Management Association, Managing Director of Sundaram Home Finance. Easwaran is a partner, Deloitte, and a great supporter of MMA and its activities. And the speaker for this evening, Hisayoshi Takahashi. So please put your hand to welcome. Yes, can I request you please take your place on the dais, sir? Welcome. The format for the event is we'll have Mr. Giridhara Gopal delivering the formal welcome address. Thereafter, Lakshmi is chairing the session. He'll be sharing the opening context. Then the speaker, Pat, will be sharing his insights on the theme of the address, and Easwaran will be there. There'll be a conversation. All the viewers watching the program live, as usual, if you have any questions, you can just scan the QR code which will be coming to your screen and just send it to us. People who are here, please, the QR code is there on the screen. You just scan so that we can take as many questions as possible. Please do this because we want to really make people to use the technology. We do this Mentimeter only for our people to use it because we want to come out of that handing over the mic and so that we don't want to listen to another lecture from other side of the podium. Now, let me have the privilege of introducing our distinguished speakers, and the first one to Giridhara Gopal. Giridhara Gopal is the Director, CEO of Addison and Company and Honorary Secretary of Madras Management Association, with over 3 decades of leadership engineering experience. He's also served as a LM Vanporos and worked in the Grenoble Norton, number of other companies in the world. He also holds a mechanical engineering degree. He is qualified cost accountant, great supporter of MMA. I request Giridhara to please deliver the formal welcome address. Giridhara Gopal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Group Captain said, I'm delivering the formal welcome address. He's already welcomed everybody. It's both an honor and a privilege to extend a warm welcome to each one of you at this distinguished gathering. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the MMA for affording me the opportunity to deliver this welcome address at today's eminent discussion. Today's special event is on the future of mobility, global trends and Asia-Pacific perspectives. At the outset, it's my privilege to introduce our esteemed speakers. Mr. Takahashi-san, shortly called Pat, partner CPA and Asia-Pacific automotive sector leader, Deloitte. Mr. P.S. Easwaran, a partner Deloitte, Tohmatsu, India Private Limited. Gentlemen, we are deeply honored by your presence and we thank you for joining us today. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and welcome Mr. Lakshminarayanan, President of MMA. Lax, we are very grateful for your presence and for your steadfast support, guidance, and leadership, which will continue to inspire and strengthen our association. A special word of welcome to our distinguished guests from various organizations, esteemed members of MMA, and all participants, both present here and those joining us virtually. Your presence adds immense value to this occasion. For the benefit of our honored guest, allow me to briefly introduce the Madras Management Association. Established in 1956, MMA stands as the largest management association in India, comprising more than 8,000 members and operating through a vibrant network of 10 chapters across Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. We take great pride in sharing that MMA has been conferred the prestigious distinction of Best Management Association in India for an outstanding 14 consecutive years, with the most recent award being the year 2022-23. This recognition is the reflection of the unwavering dedication, commitment, and contributions of our members, partners, and well-wishers. Turning now to the theme of today's discussion, the future of mobility. This is a subject of critical importance and relevance today. It stands at the confluence of several transformative forces, namely rapid technological advancements, evolving consumer expectations, and a resolute global emphasis on sustainability. While the shift to electric mobility is becoming increasingly mainstream, we are also witnessing remarkable progress in alternative propulsion systems, including hydrogen-based technologies and biofuels. Furthermore, the emergence of micro-mobility solutions such as electric scooters and e-bikes, integration with smart grid infrastructure, and the development of urban air mobility and purpose-built vehicles are redefining the future landscape of transportation. However, alongside these exciting developments lie significant challenges, from the procurement of rare earth elements to ensuring cost efficiency and scalability. Yet, it's precisely these challenges that will foster innovation and necessitate collaborative efforts across industries, geographies, and disciplines. In this context, we're indeed privileged to have with us today Takahashi-san, whose global expertise and deep insights into the Asia-Pacific automotive sector promise to greatly enrich our understanding of emerging mobility trends. His discussion with Mr. Lakshminarayanan and Mr. Easwaran is certain to provide us with valuable perspectives and food for thought. In conclusion, I extend my sincere appreciation to the members of the MMA Managing Committee, a partner organizations, and the wider audience for being part of this important knowledge-sharing initiative. A special expression of thanks due to Conrad, Adinox, Stifcom, CAST for their continued partnership and unwavering support in facilitating impactful and meaningful dialogues such as this. Once again, I welcome you all and wish you a most engaging and insightful session, followed by a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Giridhara. Thank you. Now it's my privilege. I'm going to introduce all the speakers for this evening, and then I request the chairman of the session to take it forward. Let me introduce President MMA, Mr. Lakshminarayanan Duraiswamy. He is Managing Director of Sundaram Home Finance and also President of Madras Management Association for the year 25-26, with over 30 years of experience in financial services, a number of leadership positions, and Sundaram AMC, G Capital, Citibank, specializing in risk management, operating and strategy. Very warm welcome to Lakshmi, and we have always a pleasure to host your MMA. Easwaran, good dear friend, as I mentioned to you, great supporters of MMA. We do lots of big events along with the support of thing. One flagship event which is really very good, what we do along with Easwari is the Business Leadership Award, where, you know, one of the finest event which MMA does. The last leadership award which you gave to Tata's President, Chairman Chandrasekharan. So we closely work with him. He's been a great supporter, great mentor, great, he gives a lot of things. Whenever we get truck for speakers, just give a call to Ishwar. Ishwar is a partner of Deloitte and also leading supply chain network operations practice in India, offering across Asia Pacific. He specializes in large-scale transformation programs focused on digital supply network, smart manufacturing, and sustainable growth across multiple sectors. Ishwar also contributes to national policy through industry chambers, sectoral synergies, and initiatives. Pleasure to have you with us, Ishwar. Thank you for your continued support. Now it's my privilege to introduce the distinguished speaker for this evening, Mayor Devi.
Mr. Hisayoshi, Pat, Takahashi is a partner at Deloitte, Tohmatsu LLC, Nagoya, and the Asia Pacific automotive sector leader. Mr. Pat serves as the global lead client service partner for Toyota Motor Corporation and its group companies, overseeing global services. With extensive experience in restructuring, M&A, and assurance for the manufacturing industry, Mr. Pat also brings international insight from his tenure at Deloitte's Los Angeles office, 1988 to 1993.
Now I request President MMA Lakshminarayanan to set the opening context and take it forward. Mr. Lakshminarayanan.
Thank you, Group Captain. Good evening, all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly a privilege to join you for this special occasion on the future of a discussion on the future of mobility, global trends, and Asia Pacific perspectives. First, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Takahashi-san, partner, CPA, and Deloitte Asia Pacific Auto Sector Leader, and Mr. P.S. Easwaran, partner at Deloitte Touche Tohmatsu India Private Limited. Thank you for sharing your valuable time and insights this evening, particularly your views on the evolving mobility landscape in the Asia Pacific region. In today's rapidly changing world, technological innovation in the automotive sector stands out as one of the most dynamic narratives shaping our era. While electric vehicles have certainly captured widespread attention from both consumers and policymakers, we must acknowledge that a total transition from conventional fuel-driven transportation is still some way off. That said, we are witnessing encouraging signs of progress. Significant improvements in battery technology and the ongoing expansion of charging infrastructure are steadily making EVs more a practical and a viable alternative to vehicles powered by IC engines. Yet it's essential to recognize that the story doesn't end with the EVs. The future of mobility is being written across three interconnected frontiers. One is electrification, two is autonomous driving, and three is shared mobility, all of which are playing a significant part here. The rapidly changing landscape of mobility is ushering in a wave of transformation that extends far beyond technological innovation. For nations, particularly in the Persian Gulf, this evolution may prompt a significant reassessment of strategy. Such a monumental shift in how people and goods move holds power not only to reshape the economies but also redefines global trade patterns and geopolitical relationships, something that we are witnessing every day today. While the journey towards comprehensive transformation will undoubtedly be a lengthy, complex, and filled with a lot of technological and economic challenges, one truth remains quite evident, that the mobility solutions of tomorrow will look dramatically different from what they are now. These changes will unfold not only across our roads and cities, but also ultimately could extend to the skies and perhaps the atmosphere. I'm certain that today's discussion will shed light on some of these emerging trends and inspire a meaningful debate about what the future holds for this fast evolving sector. Let's continue to engage, innovate, and lead the way forward to a future of mobility that's smarter and sustainable and more inclusive for all. Thank you.
So good evening. Thank you very much for inviting kind introductions. My name is Takahashi from Nagoya, Japan. So I'll be spending about 20 or 25 minutes go over about global trend in the Japan or global landscape. So before starting my sessions, as video explained, I'm from Nagoya, Japan. So Nagoya is between Tokyo and Osaka, and then very close to Toyota head office. So I was born and raised in that area. So naturally, I am long-term Toyota car drivers. So entire my career, I have only drive Toyota. And also, you can easily guess, Toyota is one of my biggest client. So with that, maybe we could move forward. So I want to touch upon global trend, three things: global trend and China market, China OEM, and then Trump administration tariff issues. So first of all, we're talking about global trend. I want to just highlight 5 things, 5 hot topics in the current auto sectors. The first thing is SDV. So anybody here SDV? There's some SDV? No? So SDV is standard software defined vehicle. This is kind of a buzzword because software defined vehicle means there's so many definitions. Some people believe this is a truly new developing method for new cars, but some people saying, hey, we have already software in the car. So it is already software-defined vehicle. But what is important for us is this makes significant changes to automotive industries because of business model needed to be changed. It used to be car is mechanical control, but now software portion is significantly increased. So traditional OEM has to change their business model to just selling car to software upgrade or software-driven businesses. So they have to change their business, and also they have to change hiring more engineer, software, native guys or people to compete those landscapes. So that is the number one trend. So please remember SDV as a buzzword. The second one is affordability of the cars. It's very challenging. meaning, average car price is going up significantly. I was surprised. A couple of months ago, I visited the dealers and then tried to renew my car, but current car is about 50% increase than 3 or 4 years ago. Obviously, there is a new features. Powertrain is changing, hybrid or plug-in hybrid, but still, average car price is significantly increased. So very, very challenging situations for consumer to buying a new car. That's the second topic. Third one is combine or partnership within sectors, within the OEM and also car parts manufacturing companies. Because of many big trends, they make significant investment, such as battery EV, hybrid, autonomous driving, such and such. So they have to make a significant investment. So only, if you are not profitable, you cannot survive. So what they have to do is they have to partner with other OEMs. So you may hear Nissan try to merge with Honda. Both of the companies are pretty big company, Japanese OEM. But although a deal didn't go well, but still those big partner or integration of OEM or OEM with parts manufacturing company are expecting happening for the coming months. And fourth is China. The China market is pretty much different from other markets. Although they are biggest car market, and also they have significant newcomers such as BYD, Geely, or other Chinese OEM. Their car is getting better and very, very attractive. So I will touch upon separately the China business. And then the fifth is Trump administrations. So we hear every day different news. The 25%. Or 50%, but this I will address a little bit about what kind of impact by Trump administrations. So with this 5 context, let's move to global things. So this is kind of summary from our annual consumer survey. So if you are interested in, please visit the Deloitte homepage. There are global summary as well as country summaries. So India, we have separate reports. So please visit our Deloitte homepage if you are interested in the full version of this text. So there's many contents of this survey, such as battery EV adoption speed, connectivity, what about ownership to Mars, and also some of new features. But I want to just highlighting about battery EV adoption speed. So this is a little bit busy slide. But many of you already heard or know battery EV was so popular a couple of years ago. Everybody believed battery EV was only our future. Yep, but now a trend is coming back. So battery EV adoption speed is slowing down, and looking at this light green is traditional gasoline or diesel engine. So in the US, more than 50% of people want to buy next car as still gasoline or diesel. And except China, not many people buying full battery EV cars. So this trend has been showing some slowing down of battery EV and shifting more realistic approach, which means hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or go to gasoline engine. And I want to just show this, why we are backing up to traditional gasoline or diesel engine. There's some concern about the battery EV. The first line is driving range. So many people believe, where is the gasoline, EV charging station, and how we could, continuously drive without, if we do not have enough electricity. And the other one is time required charger. Some people believe it takes about at least 30 minutes to 1 hour to get a full charge. So it is not convenient to have chargers if you are driving. And some of people still concerned about battery technologies. You may hear some battery EV car get fired during the driving. So there's many concerns about where they are not going to battery EVs. Okay, so let's move back to the our global consumer survey. So as I mentioned about battery EVs kind of remained kind of backup, and then the other trend is many market about branding. So branding on the cars is kind of changing right now. So many people are kind of keen to explore different model, different car brand. So for the OEM, it is kind of nightmare because there's no loyalty, stay with one brand. So what they have to do is different way to stay customer within their organizations. And third point will be autonomous driving technology is coming back. Probably, 3 or 5 years ago, there's a huge push by autonomous driving technology, but due to some accident, government negotiations, that is not moving as fast as they would like to. But now, autonomous driving is coming back, and within a couple years, this will be happening in the restricted areas on the global basis. And fourth thing is MaaS, which is ownership versus used cars. So more younger people are keen to use the car instead of owning cars. So those kind of trend with different countries and different regions, different age analysis available at the Deloitte homepage. Please visit if you are interested in. Okay. Maybe next one is Trump administrations. Again, maybe nobody knows what's happening tomorrow or for a long time, but this is the current scenario. For example, if you're talking about $100 from Japan to US, currently only 2.5% tariff, but they are now imposing 25 or 30% on the tariff. So that means about $127.5 is the amount to get the US. So similar to Mexico, Canada, depend on their origin rule, if they are comply or not comply, still subject to 25 additional tariff, so significant impact on that. Not only automotive cars, but also parts manufacturing. Parts imported also subject to 25 or 30%, whatever the additional charge. So it's a significant increase on the price pressures. And there's some discussions to mitigate some of the negative impact in the US. So only 2 years mitigating some risk, the increase of price. So this is only available for US car manufacturing sellers who get some relief on the imported parts which subject to additional 25% of tariff. But only 2 years for some support from the government. So what is expected impact? So this is for Japanese OEM. For some of OEM estimated impact. This is rough calculations based on whatever they have informations. So I think it's very interesting to see is for Toyota, that this tariff impact about 23% of their operational income. So they're still making money, but the impact is negative 23%. So Honda expect about 38%. So Nissan is 600%, meaning if this tariff happening, they will have a negative profit. Subaru 86%, Mazda 64%, Mitsubishi 30%. So this percentage depend on depend on the U.S. market, how they are producing cars in U.S. or Japan. So significant impact in the percentage-wise is Nissan or Subaru, and also Mitsubishi, the Mazda. About the absolute amount side, Toyota is expecting very large number of tariff negative impact. So how Toyota or many companies react about this tariff? So because of supply chain for automotive industry is not easily restructured, so they will take the years to build up supply chains. So Toyota, a couple of months ago, CEO of Toyota, Mr. Sato, clearly mentioned they will not make any changes about the supply chain at this moment. Obviously, for the long run, they will make some adjustment, but at this moment, they do not have any intention to changing supply chains production patterns. Even they will bear the cost. They will not intend to increase the price in the U.S., but still making a profit. So maybe one secret reason is weak Japanese yen. So currently, Japanese yen to dollars is about 147. They used to be 120. At the worst scenario was 79 yen is $1. So if you're talking about 120 as a base, you already have like a 20% profit. Actually, talking about weak yen. If you're buying manufacturing car in Japan, exporting US, weak Japanese yen help your profitabilities. So they are enjoying large profitability based on weak Japanese yen, which gives them some room to bear the cost for the additional tariff. But anyway, this very interesting discussion. So nobody knows what's happening, but we have to be very careful about what's going on, what's the long term, what's the short term reactions for the OEM and the suppliers. Okay, finally, China. China is big market. Their annual sales unit is 22.9 million last year. Clearly number one market. So first 5 months, 2025, it's already 8.8 million units. Increased by 9.1%. This is helping by government subsidy of buying new cars. And look at ICE versus new energy vehicle. Traditional gasoline engine unit decreased 7.5% versus battery EV plug-in hybrid increased 34%. So by the way, how they can push to battery EV? When I visit Beijing, they're talking about somebody there's a number plate government restrictions. You have to buy car, and then you have to buy also number plate. So number plate is also very costly. It's about 10,000, sometimes 10,000 US dollars. But for a new energy vehicle, it is easy to get a number plate versus if you are buying a traditional gasoline and diesel engine, it is very difficult to get a number plate. So this is how government push people buying new energy vehicle besides subsidy of battery EV. So who's winning the market? Obviously, China brand market. China brand OEM is winning about 24% increase for BYD, Geely, others. Who's losing market? All the others losing market. German brand, Japanese brand, US, and others losing shares the past few years. Within the new energy vehicle, who's winning? Who's a big service OEM is BYD, traditional domestic, a new startup. So there's a pretty good new startup for the Chinese brand, and Tesla and some of foreign makers. So by the way, are they making a profit? You may hear in China, last couple of years, battle of the price. Started by Tesla, they reduced their selling price. And many car manufacturers followed the Tesla's price reduced. So profitability is very, very difficult, challenging situations in China market. This is a trend. Green one is average profitability of automotive. So now is 44.1%, which is about 0.8% below than average. So very, very tough situation. Many competitions and very severe price competitions. So many Chinese automakers try to export the cars outside China. So until last year, Russian is the number one destination to selling a car, but because the Russian economy is slowing down, so this year Mexico is number one market. They are exporting cars from China. So followed by UAE and Russia. So there's many destinations they will export for the not only battery EV, but gasoline or diesel, small, relatively cheap cars. Okay, I think that's my last slide. So I think we have, if you have any questions, maybe. Okay, thank you very much.
What are the most critical success factors behind China's rapid EV infrastructure? Can India replicate?
Thank you for questions. Well, China, there's many factors for success, but the biggest success factor, I believe, is technology development. So China is very, very fast technical development, industries. They have like a technology, high technology, AI, and also those supply chain by themselves. They have very unique supply chains about technology company with OEM and traditional car manufacturer companies. So those combinations or those easy collaboration where is actually biggest success factor besides government push or some other government restrictions. Next question. How do Japanese EV storage balance between hybrid, hydrogen, and full electric vehicle? You see, hi. So thank you for again the questions. So Japanese EV strategy, it's very good questions. And if you ask same question to government or Toyota, Honda, answer is pretty much different, right? For Toyota case, they will put every single possible powertrain choice as next generation, meaning there are multiple pathway strategy, and they'll put EV, battery EV, hydrogen, fuel cell, plug-in hybrid. Every single powertrain they will invest. Versus for the Nissan, past few years, they only put battery EV, so they don't have any hybrid. That's the problem right now. So if you are asking government, they say different answers. But depend on those. And then as a customer, we do not feel battery EV is a choice. We already have a hybrid. Maybe some people prefer to plug in hybrid, but still, hybrid is a very realistic approach in Japan. Okay, next one. Do you foresee mobility solution?
The infrastructure is a challenge.
That's a very good questions. So typically, what's happening? For example, Japan, there have EV stations available, and the government try to push for not only city side, but rural or local side. But because of usage of battery charging station is not so high, at this moment, closing down of charging station, you can see everywhere in Japan. So depend on how they can utilize the infrastructures for the existing infrastructure is very key success factors. And if you're talking about local, very local or rural area, we needed to different powertrain, not only battery EV, but plug-in hybrid or some others for realistic solutions. Okay. Next.
Do you have any status update on lithium battery technology?
Yeah, it's another good one. So there's solid battery technology available. So they're talking about solid battery will be in the market within a couple of years. So this make a big game changer because that does not require rare earth, which we need to import from China. So lithium battery is important, but probably a solid battery will be a big game changer for the coming years. Hopefully, one of Japanese battery maker will make it happening in a couple of years. Okay.
Gasoline cars. Will there be a retrofit?
Is there any future? So, what does it mean?
Take the powertrain.
It's like this, petrol car, they are converting into a gas kit.
The kit or something, is that possible?
Oh, same cars? Yeah. Changing powertrain also? Yeah, it's, so if you like a model, you can keep the model. But I don't think it is, any car makers currently thinking about that way. Rather than, I have seen many, some of automakers having battery itself is, changed, not the charging. Like, if you go to charging stations, full electric battery is available, so you just change. But I don't have any idea you can go and changing gasoline engine to battery engine, unfortunately, yes.
The next question is, how is Japan leveraging
AI,
IoT for urban mobility? Because India is also trying this.
Right. So AI is a very interesting topic because most advanced AI adoption is actually in China. And if you visit the Shanghai Auto Show, there's many cars which already including AI technologies. So to be honest, Japanese OEM is kind of very behind to adopting AI technology within a car, not only like inside the car or connectivities. So this is very good questions. Hopefully, Japanese OEM or other German OEM, they need to catch up about AI technology adoption for the car, not only making cars, but also entertainment, in-car services, whatever those are available for AI technologies. So this the Chinese battery.
This Chinese battery manufacturers creating a new dependency on global mobility battery. Because everybody depends on China.
So it is true, right? I mean, not only China battery makers, but also you're talking about rare earths. Chinese government, if Chinese government, reduce exporting rare earths, we will not make a good battery. So this is also a negotiating point between China, U.S. government. So definitely, Chinese battery maker is creating some, dependency. Also, those rare earths is a key success factor for at this moment. So, as I mentioned, other battery makers has to develop some new technology which not require much, rare earths or existing material which depend on China. What area can India think to get the global lead? Yeah, it's a good question. Today I have a couple of meetings with, Easwaran said. So one of the area India, we are very much interested in is Indian capability about engineering services, because in India many engineer and also scientist capability. So as I mentioned at the first of my speech, SDV is keyword. So if we're talking about software-defined vehicle, we need more engineer to develop a software control features. So definitely India, many, not only, the Japanese OEM, but many OEM try to get some kind of alignment with Indian teams to develop the software. So I think that is one of the area Indian to make a very good contribution to global auto sectors. Do you have a shared view?
Take out company specific questions. So, yeah. This is about vehicle as a service. So what he's asking is, with high use of Uber app, hiring a car seems to be cheaper than owning a car. What is your perspective?
So as I said, younger generations, people are keen to use the car as a mobility tools rather than owning cars. But some of the countries, car is actually value for you. So talking about resale value or sometimes appreciate the value. So it depends on countries how they use car. Will define if this is going to be ownership or usage of cars. And also, if you are moving to city or local, if you go to city, it's easy to find Ubers and others. But if you go to local areas, maybe very difficult to find those services. So it's depend on country, depend on the city or local areas.
Cybersecurity and data privacy concerns from digital convergence.
Yes, this is the area actually we as a Deloitte is working on. And we are talking about SDV, connected vehicle, cybersecurity is a key. And there is international rules to protect cybersecurities and also not only cybersecurity but cyber attack for safety. So because of those rules, we have to comply with the rule and very keen to protect cyber attack for the software-defined vehicle or connected vehicle. And as a professional firm, we are working on this kind of platform or how we could protect that safety and car itself.
Policy innovation you're seeing in AP to address intermodal integration between cars, metro vehicle, rail, rural-urban connectivity? Is there any good practice that you're seeing? Japan, China?
Well, it's a good question again, but I don't see any best cases, used cases, policy makers. Even though the policy makers try to make something going on, but it is the bottom line is who pays additional cost for those kind of strategy or policies. If government or taxpayer pay, that would be good. But if you are talking about some commercial company pay, it is very difficult to do it. So we have to understand, who bear the cost and what kind of scheme we have to, develop for the specific cases. So it is. I have not seen a very good model case yet, but as I said, the who bear the cost is very important. So that's
Semiconductor shortage. How are companies talking, adapting to semiconductor shortage? What are they doing?
yes. A couple of years ago, probably many OEM faced chip shortage to make cars. So there's one or two or three ways to avoid or enhancing their capability. One is having more tight connection with the chip makers. The other one is parts manufacturing company make such chips, For example, in the Toyota Group company, so as a group company, Denso is actually making chips, and then also other Keres company, a group company, are making necessary chips. So there's internally created chips and also enhancing technology company to a long-term partnership to provide requested chips. So anyway, as SDB is a buzzword and more chip is necessary, so this is a very important and critical questions for all OEMs.
Just have one question. Yeah, I just have a question. With the transition to electric vehicles is imminent, how do auto component manufacturers across the globe gear up for this transition?
Get out?
How do they manage this transition? Because the auto components that supply to IC vehicles today, they see that this is going to go away eventually. In 10 years from now, if you look at it, the chart that you showed will look very different for electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles. So how do auto component manufacturers deal with this transition?
Yes, everybody understand probably in the long run, battery EV is the right choice. But how soon this world is coming is a key factors. There's always kind of a mixing period, and depend on country and depend on city or local areas. The request or some condition is very much different. So as OEM, they have to make some decision which and then when they will focus on powertrain, different powertrain. Probably 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they made kind of mistake because everybody believe battery EV world is coming very soon. They were 100% shifting battery EV, but now they recognize, hey, no, that is not the case. So realistic approach probably takes 10 or 15 years to become 100% battery EV world. So meanwhile, they will put hybrid or even the gasoline engine improvement will be necessary for the OEM. So it's very difficult to manage, but they have to make a good strategy for when and how many and then how much they will produce and how many what kind of investment they would take within like 10 or 15 years.
Thank you, Mr. Pat. It's fascinating, great insights. I think there are more than 480 people are watching online. We have received so many questions. Thank you for patiently responding to all the questions. And ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause to Pat for taking time. I know you're so busy with it and taking time to be with us this evening, share his insight. I now request the President, maybe Kumar, you can also join on stage. The other committee members, Sundaram and others, please come on stage to join us to honor Mr. Pat. The book. Come, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening.